Welcome to the world of G Square Publishing, where creating a personalized story for your child is important to us. All you have to do is email us at ceo@gsquare.org and someone from our team will contact you. Or just call 917-681-2810. It's that easy. Email us today. Why wait?
Big interview tonight. Thank y'all for tuning in.
The Beat 139.
Yes, sir.
Featuring
We here.
Doc, Don Vito, and Keith Cash. Harlem's
Number one show for sure. Don't get it twisted. The Beat 139. We in the building. New week, April. Don't feel like spring, but it's springtime. But we're going to start off right now. So we got a different type of guest tonight. We've done this before in the past, but we haven't done it in a while. What we're going to talk about right now is this, my man's story right here. But not only that, though, the importance of, taking care of yourself, Being healthy is being wealthy, you know what I'm saying? And this brother right here going to get into it, because he's an expert in this field. So without further ado, my name is Don Vito, voice for the peoples.
Doc, shake the block. Y'all know what it is.
And we got my man Danny White, entrepreneur, doing his thing in the fitness world real heavy. And his company is called, his gym, his life is called Fit Nation, What's up, brother? Yeah. Fit Nation. I like the name. I like that name, man. It's different.
Fit Body Nation. Y'all know
Fit
what it
Body
is.
Nation, excuse me. Fit Body Nation is catchy. And all three words have meaning.
Yeah.
So why'd you call it Fit Body Nation?
Fit Body Nation, definitely. Nobody had it, number one. That's number one. No one had it. So, once I was away, I was, brainstorming. And, I decided to come up with Fit Body because I wanted to train people from all nations. So I wanted to train everybody at the same time, Chinese, Black, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Ecuadorian, in the same room at the same time, and everybody enjoying themselves. That's why it's called Fit Body Nation.
Wow.
So I want to train all nations, and I want this company to, go abroad.
That's what you just said is kind of deep, right? Because you said you want all the people of the world to come together and get in shape and take care of themselves.
Together in the same environment.
Right. So you say you were away. So let's take your story back first, right? So where you from?
From Harlem, New York.
From Harlem.
Yeah,
Okay, shout out to Harlem, man.
125th Anson, that's Grant Projects, right?
Yeah, we love
Grant
Harlem.
Projects in the building.
Grant, okay. Keep sweating all that type of stuff.
A couple others.
Here's a couple others, man. Grant Projects. So how was life growing up in Grant Projects? Because we know about Grant Projects, man. Tell the people about Grant Projects, man.
Grand Projects is still what it is, Never changed. A lot of people not out there no more.
Mm-hmm.
Same things, rough upbringing, dirty hallways, pissy elevators, negative environment.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Gangs,
everything,
Yeah.
As long as, you got to take care of your aunties and, your uncles in the neighborhood, same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more like a family where I grew up,
Right.
It was different. So we had our own little, everybody's family. I just never participated in the gang violence that they had.
Right,
I just did my own thing. Got to a couple dollars,
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Right.
See, I respect that. Because being young in your era, and you said you never participated in that. That goes to show, one, that you had your own mind. And tell me the dynamics of your family and what stopped you from getting involved in the gangs.
Oh, so number one, my father always told me, my mother and father, I was blessed to have my mother and father, and they've been together since they was 14. So, most everybody around me, they didn't really have a two-parent household, so that was the difference too. That makes a difference. So, but my father always told me, you know, when I was young and it stuck with me, he said, you know, once you join any gang, you just join in a different type of nation. Meaning like you joining the devil's army. So when he told me that, that always stuck with me. And, you know, then I always wanted money. I never really, you know, the only violence came if you mess with me or, you know, you mess with the money. So, but I just wanted some money. So while everybody was running around on the block and beefing with, you know, Manhattanville, or I was going OT getting a couple dollars, messing with girls from out the hood. I never really, you know, messed with girls in the hood. I just kept it separate. You know what I'm saying? I never did dirt while I slept at too, because you're not going to, you know.
I think it's very important, like you said, you had your father around.
Yeah.
See, because sometimes, I don't know, some people could receive the message from their mom like that, but your father telling you that, like, yo, you don't have to be a follower and join, you can stand on your own. And like you said, Manhattanville and Grant is close by each other.
Yeah.
And your era, they was going back and forth, had issues with each other.
Yeah.
And you choose, nah, I'd rather get some money.
I could go in
would it
Manhattanville.
make sense?
I could go in Manhattanville and get some money. That's what I would walk over there. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Because I was wasn't in that type of time. I needed to move around.
That's it. I'm glad you said that, because we big on the youth and teaching the youth. That's the most important thing, to be able to move around. See, a lot of these guys today can't move around. They can't do nothing. Like I be thinking to myself, I'm like, I can imagine me growing up and can't move. I've been in every project, every block. Cool, was able to move around. I'm like thinking, like, if I wasn't able to do that, I'm restricted. Like a lot of the guys, these young guys, they can't go on 125th Street. Because 125th Street, we all love 125th. Everybody in here love 125th Street, especially growing up. You know, you have the vendors. You're going to see everybody on 125th Street. These guys cannot go to 125th Street right now. When they do go, they have masks and they have to cover up. They have to be in and out. That's very uncomfortable.
And you can't get no money. How you going to get no money? You can't move around.
But the sad part, too, you can't move around with your family. Suppose you got a kid. You got your mom. You know what I'm saying? And they want you to go with you somewhere. Go with them somewhere. You can't move around with them because you might make them the victim. Because you got an op somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like it's sad. Like Doc was saying, you know, growing up, different little era, we go everywhere and we walk. We walking. You
love
understand
that
what I'm saying,
walking.
Jay? Jay, we ain't taking cabs. We ain't even had cars. We walking everywhere. So imagine you can't move around and we walking everywhere, man. You know
I ain't gonna lie, walking in Harlem back in the days, that's what it's
you
about.
wanted to walk. Because walking,
you wanted to walk.
If you don't walk, you miss out on
You
stuff.
got the fly gear on, and you got people in different blocks, and you seeing people saying what's up, and you see everything walking. Driving, you miss a lot.
You miss a lot.
Miss a lot. Definitely
So,
miss a lot. We was walking too. We was walking. We was, you know, I'm from the era where it was a lot of get light. You know, I wasn't getting light.
You get light.
When I was young, there was a lot of, you know, traveling to each block. That was before all the beefing started.
Right.
And we can go everywhere. Everybody having fun, dancing.
Right.
You know, you know, naughty umbrellas, naughty
Right.
bucket hats.
But
you know,
that's
that era?
all that was a good era.
That was
before the gangs came over.
That's before the
Gangs came heavy around what year?
I would say
You know,
20,
you be following.
20.
Come on, man.
Definitely
The youth, let's hear what you got, Doc.
It
You
came.
know.
No, I said I think it came. It started in '97, but we all went away. I think it got heavy.
That's what
in
I
the
wanna know.
2000s. We
In
was all
2000s.
gone,
We was
but
gone.
I start seeing like from us
Because
being
we had
away,
none of that prior.
We had
to
none of that.
Right.
I started seeing heavy in like '02 and stuff like that.
So your pops, right? Back to your pops, because he made a valid point. Your pops was around. Because there was a lot of a family that had pops, but they wasn't around. When I'm saying they wasn't around, they was gone.
He was working 18 hours a day.
Right.
That's the difference, though, too.
But he's still trying to talk to
He
you.
was still there, though.
He's still trying to
Yeah,
talk to you.
yeah,
He had to make the money, take care of the family. So he still paid attention to his son. And he's like, yo, because to me, you got like an old soul. You say you move around, you know what I'm saying? And you made the right decision. You know, I ain't trying to do that. I'm trying to give me some money. That's like a little older dude right now. Because these young dudes ain't trying to get
Especially
money.
your era.
These dudes ain't
They
trying
don't
to get
want
no
era.
money. They trying to
that
just want
era,
to fight.
your era, it's like
You know what I'm saying?
that dollar don't mean nothing in their era.
Yeah, he said he was going out of town and all that. Yeah.
That era they wasn't doing.
So
that.
was everybody you hang with growing up was your age, or did you hang with some dudes older than you?
Definitely older.
There it is. That's where you get it from.
Yeah,
Caught on to that.
Yeah, definitely older.
Definitely older.
Yeah, I stayed out the way with anybody my age. Can't teach me nothing.
Right. So how did you catch your bid? What happened?
So I was, I was in a situation where I was, going out of town, getting a little money, and basically one day, I got my whole house was robbed, and I found out who it was later on, and I ended up, going to get my stuff back, and that's it,
Yeah.
I went got sentenced to 8 years, did my time, took it on the chin, came home. When I was in there, I just made a plan.
So you got arrested out of state.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So so for being a New York dude from Grant, right? Grant Projects, doing time out of state.
Nah, I
You
didn't.
ain't-
I got arrested upstate, so I was still in New York State.
So you was upstate.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
upstate.
so
I was
you was
going-
out of town,
I was
upstate.
always going
Okay,
Rochester, all the way
I
down
got
to
you.
Syracuse,
All
the
up there,
way down.
yeah. I've been to
all up
Syracuse
there,
too.
So so I'm still in jurisdiction.
Erie Boulevard. Yeah, they caught me up there. That's where they caught me. That's where they got me, man. Erie Boulevard, man. I don't remember no other street, but I remember Erie Boulevard. That's like Broadway, right? Erie Boulevard is like the Broadway in Syracuse, man. All the restaurants, all the whatever.
Damn, they coach.
Damn, man. All right, so you caught 8. How you felt going in though, man? How did your father and all them feel too?
I mean, they felt, they gave me a good upbringing, but I still, I still made bad decisions. But you gotta understand, like, it's generational. Everything was like kind of set up, and that's why I'm doing this, because a lot of stuff was set up generationally. Because my father, like I said, he was there, but he couldn't be there because he's working hard.
Got you.
18 hours.
Yeah.
You
18
know
hours.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he couldn't really be there.
Yeah.
My mother,
That's like a
working
2
hard,
jobs.
But it's generationally set up that way.
But did you have other siblings?
Yeah, and they was all, my other 2 brothers, they were both, involved in gangs. So I already seen.
Older?
They older?
Yeah, I got a sister. I got 2 brothers and 1 sister.
So you're the youngest.
I'm the youngest, yeah. So I seen a lot from them.
So your 2 brothers was involved and you wasn't.
Yeah, I wasn't.
See, I definitely got a big respect for you because you in the house with older brothers and they did it and you was like, nah. See, my thing is this, and the reason why I respect you, and I want to, not that we glorify anything, but you wasn't in no gang.
AJ, put that call
right?
number for me.
Now,
man.
if you not in the gang and you said, hey, somebody robbed me and I found out that you still handling your business, that's more so standing on your own than it's easy when you know you got an army behind you. Yeah. When you stand on your own, you don't need no gang because you like, I'm going to handle my business on my own. Whatever happens, I'm going to do what I have to do on my own. Or 1 or 2 dudes. Not that I have a army behind me. That's why everybody chest poke out. And you don't really see who's who. Because a lot of guys who be in the gangs don't really be built like
90%.
that. 90% ain't built like that.
90%.
So that's why they lay like that. And when you stand on your own and say, hey, I'm here just to get some money, but just don't cross no lines. If you cross the line, I'm going to do what I have to do. And see, that's the thing where you sat there, your brothers, and then you're like, 2 older brothers. You're like, I'm going to go left.
Yeah,
I'm about the money.
My oldest one, he was the big homie, young. So I had the choice. He was outlaw, one was outlaw.
He was strong.
Yeah, he was strong, yeah. So I could have definitely made the wrong decisions. You know what I'm saying? But
did they like talk to you like older brother, the younger brother, like, yo, man, we doing this, man. We ain't trying to have you in this, man. We need you over here. We don't want you to do what we do.
that wasn't a conversation.
That wasn't.
It just wasn't a conversation.
Period.
I just did what I did. They did what they did.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I made my decisions. I learned some things from them, but I seen certain things, and I just was like, nah, I'm good.
Man, you want to get that money.
Yeah.
You want to get that money.
I always wanted to be. If you ask any of my family members that I just told you, my sisters and my brothers, they was like, oh, he different than us.
Right.
It was like, it was because I'm like 5 years younger than them, so I got from my sister to my brother to I'm like I got a big gap in between us.
So your 2 brothers close in age.
Yeah, they closer in age. I think one is like 40 right now. He's like 42. The other one is like 39.
Oh, so they ran together.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And you much younger.
Baby broke.
Yeah. So
And your sisters?
my sister, she around 35.
But she was working and doing her thing though.
Yeah, she was working. She always been working hard, doing her thing. But she was, she still, this generational stuff that's going on. We all had to work hard and find a way for ourselves.
But I tell people all the time, you could have two parents and it still don't work out. Your parents could do the right thing. See, it's like a touch and go. When your parents doing all the hours, it's like they want to do right by the kid, but then when they not present, it's hard. That's why I'm saying living in New York is the most expensive city in the world. So it's like you got both parents working and doing all these hours, but you got 3 kids in
Telling you, you got kids. If you have kids, I see some of these kids nowadays. I'm training some of these people. They got their kids. They got them in piano after school. They got them in learning a different language. If you're not investing in your kid that way, where you could put them in the right stuff, and you got them running around, don't matter how many people you got in the house. You gotta invest. So why you having kids if you can't invest in them?
Can't invest in them.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta invest in your kids. That's the future right there.
It's future.
Yeah, but what you talking about? Because I know where you're going, right? Mm-hmm. Right.
Hold on 1 second, Vito. They said your mic is low. Oh, you have to speak up.
Hey Jay, could you
It's him. I don't think it's because all the mics the same. I think he had to speak up.
say hello?
It's him.
Hello?
They said we
Yeah.
good.
All right. I'm gonna talk a little louder.
Yeah, talk a little louder.
Yeah. You're not working with me. This is my first interview, so they.
Now you do. There you go. You good though. This is live. You know what I'm saying? And our viewers want to hear your story because it's very interesting. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Especially the way we title and stuff like that. But the families of the Upper West Side is what you're talking about.
Not just that. There's some families in Harlem I see now. It's better generationally now than it was when you was growing up.
Correct.
You got some
100%.
That's some good black families that's
Right.
investing in their children.
Right. And you got to invest into them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you say invest into them, you mean in what? In what type of way?
Quality education, quality after school program.
Quality time, period.
Time, like everything is quality. You investing in them, making sure they ready.
You know why? You know what you're saying? The reason I asked you that because some people, and I'm guilty of that, thought or think investing into a child is money.
No.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna keep it real, right? Growing up, my first 2 sons, right? I could invest in more time, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I was busy moving around doing what I had to do to provide for them. But I felt because I had a lot of money. So I figured I'm putting all that money there, that was investing. Y'all good, but I'm running. You understand?
Yeah.
But just that quality time without the money, just to being around more, is more valuable than the money. But you know what I'm talking about. You shaking your head. Y'all know. We thought that we came back and we like doing all this. That's investing now.
It's not investing.
And that's not investing, man.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Time around them is investing, man.
God bless his dad, my nephew, right? Mm-hmm. He said something very important. He's younger than me, and I'm always running around, always. And he's like, I invest my time. Now, he wasn't getting no money or doing that. He worked, did what he did, but he's put all his time into his son. He put all his time in his son, all the game, always with him. Mm-hmm. And he said, I'm putting my time and energy to my son. And he always was there heavy every day. Like, when he got jobs, it went around the schedule
of his son.
For his son and
everything
everything.
Revolve around your son.
Yes.
Right.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. But like I said, it's from generationals because how systematically things happen. Mm-hmm. So that's why that's why like your question started. That's how I got in my situation. It's not. It's just a systematic way everything is set up.
Gotcha.
So now if you involved in everything else and you ain't really awake, trying to get some money and try to get out the situation, get some buildings.
Right. Yes.
Trying to get 100,000.
That leadership, that guidance, information.
Yeah.
That's very valuable. Yeah. So you went away. You did 8 years, right?
Yeah.
So when you was in there, right, and you know you had a release date. So did you get your? What made you say, you know, you always was big, or you got big, and some dudes got big in jail. Some dudes was big already, and they just stayed right.
I worked out all my life.
Right. So you always had a little size. You know?
Yeah,
so
I
coming home,
I went to college for fitness to be sports
so you
medicine.
went to college.
I went to college. That's where I started even hustling more.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where I even started hustling.
That's where you got. That's where you got it
Yeah,
from.
when I played college basketball. So when I
Oh,
used
so
to
you
go,
played ball.
Yeah, so
What position?
Small forward, shooting guard.
Okay.
You know.
You could play, or you just, you know.
Not no more.
No, I'm saying not now, but was you nice or you was an average
more
dude, man?
defense. Y'all was
We
more
basketball
average.
heads.
You
We
say
wasn't no-
defender. He's a defender.
Defender.
Defender, yeah.
Right, man. When you coming in one time, next time you gonna feel the elbows.
Yeah, I could play though from Harlem. Everybody from Harlem.
Yeah, I was messing with you, man. Harlem was, you know, come on, we know we got that basketball, man.
Yeah, so
You know what I'm saying? We got it heavy. So when you say I'm coming home soon, what I'm gonna do?
So I had this plan. I already had this plan fit by. I still got the piece of paper. I wrote this down probably in 2018, solitary confinement. I got in trouble. You know, you get in trouble while in trouble. You know, contraband. I'm in there. Whole bunch of stuff. I was in there hustling. So that's. I'm like, damn. I'm back in prison. And
You
I'm
getting
hustling.
money.
I'm
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
money.
yeah.
I had a whole situation in there, and you know, I wound up in the box. And then I had a pen and paper. That was all I had. It's before they had the tablets and all that stuff they got in there now. So I drew a Fit Body Nation. I wanted a couple gems. I wanted a brand. I wanted some apparel. I wanted some supplements. I drew everything out. And I just stuck to that. So when I got out, I just started doing group training in there.
In jail.
Yeah, doing groups. So I started training all the dudes that was going on conjugal visits. I had the money. I was married. I could spend some money.
In there?
Yeah.
Where you was at?
First I was in the swing, and then I was in Livingston. I went to Green. I was in Livingston when it closed.
Okay.
I went to Green. And after Green, I went to Lakeview.
Okay, Lakeview. Okay.
Green is the adolescent joint.
Not no more.
It's not no more like that.
It's just that's the Green.
That Green was wild as
Now,
shit.
but Green's
boy.
adolescents in the 80s.
Green
and
was
90s,
wild
early
as a
90s.
mother.
Now,
That was back then.
It's a red dots all day.
All day, yeah.
Yeah, Green was the worst spot I've
Yeah, it's
been
the
in.
worst spot. Yeah,
The worst
it's
spot
bad.
is like, you know, you could come from behind.
All the young
wall,
dudes
you
is in
stupid.
there.
Yeah, it's like it's gladiator school.
It's not even just it's young dudes, but it's everybody.
Yeah.
It's everybody in there.
So you saying it's not just the young boys no more? 'Cause I know it was like a
It's
young
nice
spot
balance,
before.
'cause you got the south and the north side, so it's two sides,
Yeah.
and it's a balance. It's a lot of young dudes though coming from the island, but you know how that is mixed in. Then you got somebody that's coming from, you got a lot of them clashing, coming from behind the wall, coming fresh up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's an easy sandwich.
All right, so you came home. So you got the blueprint of what you want to do.
Yeah.
So how did you get? So did you start working for a gym first to learn?
Nah.
What did you do?
I saved up some money, you know, and like from what I just told you what I was doing, I came
You just
home with
make money inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
I came home with some money, so I didn't. And then you know, I stayed with my parents for a little while. They held me down. That was something good. And then from there, I just started training people. Nobody would hire me.
Why not?
Cause I got a felony. Nobody would hire me.
Okay.
And then I had to get certified. So I got certified within 10 weeks. But I already knew all the science behind it, because that's what I was doing. Everybody was watching TV and playing chess and all that. I was just reading books.
So you got it certified when you came home.
Within 10 weeks.
She said nobody will hire you.
No, so I went through a program called the Second Youth Foundation. Shout out to them. You know, they helped me out. So you know, they helped me get certified quick. But nobody.
So you had a felony. That's why they didn't want to hire you.
It's not even just that. It's just, you know, felony. I don't know.
Was you certified when you went to the gym?
Yeah, nah. I wasn't
So
certified.
you trying
Once
to
I got
become
certified,
a trainer without being certified.
Yeah.
That's why they didn't hire you.
Yeah, no, but they do a background check.
I understand,
Don't matter.
but you got to still be certified though.
That's true.
You got to be certified because I know how it go.
Yeah, you know how it
So because I'm gonna tell you, when I first went to the gym, they wouldn't hire me either. So, see, I'm just checking.
Yeah.
I'm messing with you, right? Because I've been through that already, man.
Yeah.
Like Doc said, 2 generations. So I went to Equinox. They told me no.
Oh, nah,
I said, all right. Shit, man, I'm trying to get a job, man. Because I'm trying to get off. I was on halfway house, right?
Yeah,
So,
okay.
So I'm trying to get a job, right? Equinox turned me down. I went to Health and Racket. The dude was like, but I knew this Dominican dude. He spoke up for me a little bit. So Jewish dude like, yo, man, cause there's that box on the application. You got to check if you've been convicted of a felon or not. Mm-hmm. So if you lie, you twist it. Yeah, so they gonna find out. So I told the truth, and then they say put the reason. I put the reason. So he called me in the office. He said, read your application. The felon, he asked me what happened. I told him what happened. He said, yeah, I'm gonna give you a shot, man. He said, you know why I'm gonna give you a shot? Because the way I got my job, somebody gave me a shot. That's how I got on. Because the first couple places telling me, nah, man, like that, I got a little discouraged, man. So
even regular jobs, I just wanted some money, some extra money. They like, nah.
You want to do right?
Yeah, I was trying to, because I knew I wanted to open a gym. Plus, so I didn't. But working with a Second Youth Foundation, they got me.
So you wanted to open the gym because you had a passion for it while you was inside?
No, I had a passion, but like I told you, I was in sports medicine before that. I was in sports medicine first.
Went to school?
Went to school, yeah. That's my job. I wanted to be on the side of the NBA court, helping the guys get back, recoveries, injuries, and stuff like that before. But then when I was in the inside, I'm like, that's a dub. I already knew I done messed that dream up, so I knew I wanted to, open up.
So if you have a felony, you can't work like the NBA, be sports medicine?
Nah, you can, but it's just another far cry.
Yeah, it's just a mark on your name. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, then it's gonna be hard. Like you gotta really go back to school, and right now I needed some money. And I said this way I'm gonna open the gym and help people like me. And so
I mean, what he's saying, Doc, is like it's that box, man. They're gonna ask you on the application, no matter what job you go to, what job, have you ever been convicted of a felon? That box, and you got to check it or not check it. You know what I'm saying? And somebody told me, don't lie. Because they're going to find out, and if they find out and you lied, then automatically you dead. And if you put it on and you put the reason, you got a shot. So I didn't lie. Because the first thing I did, I thought was a lie. I ain't in front. But I was like, nah, man, somebody told me. And I went with it. So, okay, so you home. You got the plan together, right? You say you saved up some money, but it costs a little more than, man. You saved up that much money, man?
Nah, not
Come
that
on,
much.
man.
Not that much. I had to go to some
How'd you
loopholes.
get the rest of the bread, man?
I had the partnerships, man.
There you go.
Making sacrifices, going into bad deals that you don't want to go into, just for, to break a generational curse, doing 16-hour days even before I had the gym. So, it's tough. I was running around from all the way from the Financial District all the way back to Harlem, back to Midtown, back to Fifth Avenue, all these gyms.
Right.
Complete Body,
Right.
all of them. And then I'm doing online sessions overseas.
Right.
Meeting people from Singapore, living my dream that I wanted. And then I'm like, oh, it's possible. Fit Body Nation is possible. I was just running around with a T-shirt at first in an LLC paper.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you learn the business, because fitness is a business.
Yeah, that's I learned.
It ain't just personal training. You got to know the business as well. You got quotas to make. You got stuff like that. So, how did you learn the business?
Learned the business from working under these programs. So, Second Youth Foundation, the way most of the trainers in there, they've been in all the gyms. Yeah. And then they had us training people when we first got certified. I was out of 10 dudes in a cohort. It was only 2. I was one of 2 that passed the personal training exam. So they actually hired me with them. And
NFPT.
NFPT. Yep.
So you got to recertify every year.
Yeah, every year, every 2 years. You just got to get continual education every year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So how many continuation education certificates you got?
I got 4.
Yeah, 4.
So I got alternative wellness, pre and postnatal, kettlebell.
Right. Yeah. We want the viewers to hear that in case they want your services.
So pre and postnatal, kettlebell, alternative wellness, and regular.
So fitness, viewers, if y'all want to get with my man, Fit Body Nation owner, CEO, call in 646-628-4264. Y'all know summertime is around the corner. This is the guy right here, if y'all want to get in shape, you know, in all type of ways. You know what I'm saying?
Online and in person. And in person. So online and in person.
Virtual.
Virtual. You can get it whatever.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, you said your facility is 5,000 square feet.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty big.
Yeah.
Right. Where are you located?
Located on 97th Street, Amsterdam Avenue, just right off of 96th Street, right in between Central Park and Riverside Park. So you get either way.
I got to come check you out, man.
Yeah.
You right there. You in the neighborhood, man.
Yes, sir. Couple blocks from Harlem.
Yeah, you in the neighborhood, man. You in the neighborhood.
So you have any partners?
That's all right.
Yeah, I got a partner, but not in my business. In my LLC, I'm 100% owner. So.
Oh, but your partners in the gym, but not
a part of my. Yeah. So
it's a pretty big place. The rent is kind of high, but y'all must be doing pretty well, brother.
Yeah, I got like maybe 250 clients. My partner got like 200. He probably got like 300 clients because he's been in business for like 10 years.
Yeah, because our rent was high.
Yeah.
And we were a lot smaller than that. But we made it happen. You got a lot of, y'all eating over there, man.
Yeah.
Eating over there, man. He know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we doing a semi-personal training. That's what keep it alive. We able to, like I said, we train in different personalities, nations.
You got the storefront or you upstairs?
Storefront. Ground floor.
Ground floor.
Put the wheelchair, bring the wheelchair. We got the ramp, everything.
Summertime, you do a little mitt work, boxing, little kettlebells, all that stuff. Show people on the street what you're doing and all that. Bring the bike outside.
Everything.
So the people that's not from New York, 97th is more of, it's not Harlem, it's more of a little upper class neighborhood. You think if you was in Harlem, like, cause he just said the rent high. We know down there the rent is extremely high compared to if you was uptown somewhere. Do you think it's more beneficial to either be down there, even though you're paying a high rent, and to make the money, or you think if you had a spot in Harlem where the rent would be much cheaper, but you can the clientele?
So I can't I can't really answer that question because it's deeper. What I'm doing is deeper. It's like trying to get back what I was kind of So I don't really want to tap into that, but I see where you're going. Like I feel like it's sad right now. Like 90% of my people don't support me.
That's what I was getting at.
Like, you too expensive.
That's what I was getting at.
You're too expensive, and they got a
He
Gucci bag
right.
on. They got a Gucci.
I'ma
bag
let him
on.
tell it
Too
though.
expensive.
Yeah, Gucci bag was too expensive.
They want to pay their cable. Priorities backwards. You know what I'm saying? So that's like I said. That's why I focus on the nation because I want everybody. I got people from India coming, people from just all over the world.
Russia, over, China.
Yeah, I had that question too, and I'm glad you answered it. But somebody asked me that a long time ago, V, why you don't never train uptown or whatever? Why you down there? We're in the Jewish neighborhood. I said, because they don't complain about the price. I said, I'm a master trainer. You know what a master trainer is? Yeah. I said, just like when you go to college and you got to get 2 degrees before you get your master's degree. Yeah. I'm a master trainer. So I need to be paid my worth, and my people don't want to pay my worth. You know what I'm saying? They want to tell me the price they can, but it's not. I'm not training you for no less than 75, and that's a discount. I get like $100 an hour, and people don't complain. He know what I'm talking about. The neighborhood where he's at, I've been training there for a very long time, and they got a dog walker, right? They got a daycare, and they got a trainer, and then they pay their regular bills. This is like standard. This is standard life around there. Investment. That's where you got to be where the bread is at.
Yeah, I got people paying for their kids $150 an hour to do an hour session.
Yeah.
12 years old.
No problem. Little Johnny. Yeah.
Little Cynthia. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, right before she go to piano class.
Yeah, that's the reason why he down there. You got to be with the brothers.
That's why I said that. I said it for a reason. He knew I was going with that because the people definitely uptown don't support
at all.
Now they'll support, but they don't want to pay that price.
They don't want to pay that. Look, I'm gonna tell you, when I was giving, I would never give out free sessions. Never give out free trials. None of that, because your people will take advantage of you quick.
Or they'll learn your moves and then go and copy them for a while, stuff like that.
Do the same thing for 20 sessions.
For 20, like their body gonna change and all that. Come on, man. I done been through all of that.
Waste your time.
Yeah, But all right. So You're doing very well. So tell the viewers what services you provide in the gym.
So my number one service is semi-personal training. You know, it's about 12 people getting trained at one time. And, you know, I'm looking.
How's that happen?
How's that happen? Everybody's doing something at the same time according to their own goals. So it's like you, him, me, we all got different body types. So if we all training at the same time, all 12 people, I'll have someone, a 90-year-old woman, all the way up to an 80-year-old woman at the same time. In the same room with a 47-year-old man. It's no if or was, and everybody got different goals.
How many trainers you got there?
I got two more, yeah.
So how many trainers altogether?
Three.
Three of y'all.
Yeah, it's three of us.
And y'all handling all the clients at one time?
We got one coming. He just came home. My man, stop about boy. He coming.
So you handle, so you hire people who formerly incarcerated.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I actually want them to have the opportunity that I had, and I want to make it easier for them to feed their kids.
And you didn't want to give them a response that somebody else gave you. You want to give a person a chance.
Well, it's not even about the training. It's about letting them see that they could build something on their own too.
Right.
You know, it doesn't even have to. It's just like, hey, you know, you get a bunch of no's, you tell yourself yes, keep going. That's it.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I know. I asked you that for a reason because I want these viewers to hear this because you experience it, I experience it as well at different times. So I looked at the gym. You can't really see it all, but I saw some pictures, and you got like a little cubicle, not boxed in, but closed in for the reason of each client being able to focus on and to have other people next to them and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
that little privacy to make them feel.
And it's 6 feet, so if we
Right.
ever go into a pandemic again or something, you know, you can have your mask on.
Smart,
right
6
into the
feet.
cubicle. Yeah, everything is 6 feet apart. It's just
Right.
like a cubicle, just like you and Green.
That's fly, man.
You know what I'm
Who
saying?
came up with the layout?
It was basically a partner of mine. He got it from another woman during COVID. She gave him the idea, but he had the money. He put it into reference, and then when I opened up, he let me take the idea, and then but I'm doing it a little different. I'm training, you know, all ages at one time, according to their own goals. But yeah, he definitely gave me the model, the blueprint, and I took it from there. He helped out. You know,
So,
But see, I want to give your partner a lot of credit because you just said he's not your partner as far as the LLC, but the name of the gym is Fit Body
Nation.
Fit Body Nation.
Yeah.
And that's your partner. He ain't have no issue with that.
No, I'm Fit Body Nation.
No, I
Yeah.
know.
Oh, I see.
But
Nah,
I'm
he
saying
ain't
that's
no-
the
no.
name of the
He ain't
joint,
no-
and
he
he about the bottom line.
Yeah.
Like I don't care what the name of it.
He on the 3 fish markers now.
Yeah.
he-
So he not treated and tripped. That's why I said I want to give a shout out to him because you got people with this ego stuff. Like I'm half and half, but I don't have nothing to do with this. Yeah, I'm partners with him on the gym, the revenue, and we splitting the rent.
Yeah.
But Fit Body Nation not my shit.
So let me ask you a question. So did your partner already have the fish markets?
Nah, he just recently got that.
Recently got it.
He recently got it. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yep.
That's cool. How did you meet your partner?
My partner met me. You know, I was walking. Yeah, we kind of like, he seen me, I seen him. I was walking.
Another black brother?
Nah,
Okay.
he was he's Jewish.
How?
Yeah.
I'm asking you these questions for reasons.
Yeah.
Because I already got a sense, but I want to hear what he got to
he's
say.
Jewish, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So,
Keep going.
yeah,
This is a
so
good story.
He seen me, and I seen him.
Yeah.
And I seen him training. And I walked in like, you know, what's going on in here?
Yeah.
You know, and then we went from there.
Yeah.
You know, I actually was renting space in his gym before I opened up.
Right.
I just, you know, followed a lot of blueprint. I knew I didn't want to work in no corporate gym. I didn't like the corporate gym environment. It was a lot of toxicity going. I don't like trainers. I don't like being around trainers.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't
There
like.
got to
the
be a
vibe.
reason, man.
I just like to create my own energy. So like
But
right now.
Well, it got to be one.
So
reason.
all right. So I can
Give me
tell you,
one.
I seen a lot of toxic things. You know, talking about, you know, you having sex with 20 of your clients out of 50,
Right.
and then you talking bad about them when they leave.
Yeah.
or you trying to take. It's just.
I want you. I just came from that. Bring this out of you because I know where you're going with some of this stuff.
It's like a toxic environment.
Yeah.
I just came from that, so I don't need it. That's like working in the construction site.
Right.
I don't need that.
And none of that just came from up top. You don't need no sucker stuff around you.
And then I'm gonna push it further.
Right.
You know,
understand?
I'm gonna push it further in that type of environment where it's like, you know what? After being in certain environments and watching, I know what was for me, and I knew I needed to create my own space where I'm be comfortable at.
I'm glad you brought that out. I'm glad you brought that out. Let me say this real quick, Doc, because I love training. I love clients. I love the business and all that stuff. But when, like what he's saying, Doc, when you in the gym, you know, it's like you'll find some dudes be like on some funny time because you that dude. You know, when they say a little thing and this and that, and sometimes you could jeopardize your job. A lot of funny business be going on. And sometimes, you know, you just got to find a way to work with it or do what you got to do. But it rubbed him the wrong way, and he's like, I don't want to be around this type of environment. But it goes on.
But like he said, everybody, the gym, personal trainers, it's always, they have like a stigma, the same thing like the prison guards in jail. Yeah. That they always having sex with their clients.
Always.
It's a stigma where, so it can mess with the money. Now, if you, someone
the
that's
prison guards
married,
don't have a stigma about clients. They stigma about each other.
No, each other.
Each other.
Each other. No,
that's not clients.
no, each other. But I'm saying, as far as
right.
it causes issues. Now, let's say someone married and you training, it can cause issue with somebody. Be like, why you need training? Like at home, same way in jail. In jail, dude may feel like my wife probably fucking with, or vice versa. She probably like my husband probably fucking with somebody inside because it's like a known thing. The same thing with the gym, like you said. The guy got 30 clients, he banging 20 of them.
Yeah, but it ain't the same though. That I think about it's not the same. Cause you got to think about it. I understand where you're going with it, but it's not the same. When you clients paying you for a service, right? Working together, they not paying each other no services, man, right? Client paying you for a service, and sometimes clients might get an attraction, whatever, right? If you one of them trainers who into that, but a lot of them not into that. A lot of dudes, man, I'm about this money. You understand? If she can keep that,
yeah,
he can keep
try
that.
to get
I'm
discount.
about getting this money. I need this money, man. Right now, COs or whatever you want to call people in the work environment, the way they get caught up, if they get caught up, is that overtime. They're always putting all that. They don't do a 9 to 5. They doing double time. So they wouldn't be home half the time. They life starts to take off in there because they always putting all this work time in. They start forming an attraction. But the thing with the clients and all that's the service. So what happened on one of my old, I ain't gonna say his name, he slept with one of his clients. It was a white girl, black dude. She liked that. He paid, right? And she was one of the big clients buying 24-pack, big pack, 36-pack, you know, stacks, the real big money stacks, right? And he said he kept, right, that's the big pack. And he kept turning it down. One day he went for it. And after he did it,
no more packages, right?
It was almost time to re-up, right? Because the package got low. And he went to re-up. She says, why I got to pay you that?
Yeah.
I'm sleeping with, I gave you something, I don't want to say, what's the name? And so I got to be paying you too? He's like, hold up. That ain't got nothing to do with that. She said, yes it do. Yeah. And she stopped buying the sessions.
That's how you mess
so you could
He's
lose
like,
your
yo,
money.
Fee, I messed up. I said, I told you, Chan, though you can't rock like that, man. I told you, man. He said, you right, man. I ain't gonna do it no more. And you know, he kept claiming, but he lost a big client that had no problem with re-up. You know, some clients like, charge my car.
Oh, yeah, quick.
Real quick. I don't worry about how many I got left. Oh, go ahead, give me another one. You know how we do. The other ones you got to convince them to get in all that stuff.
Now you lose money.
On top of them,
You got to be on top of them, and
that's why I created memberships.
that's why you can't do that, man.
I created memberships. So, you know, especially with the semi, I got everything it's not per package. That's what y'all was doing back then.
Yeah, right.
You got to split both.
Right.
You got to have some people on membership, some people on packages.
Right,
so
that's membership is steady money.
And you can't just drop off.
No, you
let
can't.
me know a month in advance. You
Right.
Lock in 6 months or 12 months.
And the 24-hour cancellation policy.
Yeah,
that's definite money.
That's definite, and that's how you can project your income.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be able to project it. Yeah. That's why the 24. And you got to explain that to these clients because Some of them act like you ain't never tell them.
Yeah.
When you give them the consultation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to stipulate it. Tell you got to listen.
Yeah.
Once you say what you say and you do the consultation, you might check them out, check out their medical history and all that stuff. We have a 24-hour cancellation policy.
Yeah.
If you don't let me know for 24 hours, I'm going to charge you. You got something to let me know in 2 hours. I know you're not going to charge me. What?
But see, I eliminated all of that. You gotta look now. It's 2025. I got the software in place. It just cut the emotions out. Before it was all emotions. You gotta keep.
Yeah, you gotta get right.
It just happened.
Right.
You signed it. You on my system. It just
Right.
happened. I got an app. You download
Right.
the app. That's how you
Automatic.
It's automatic. So it cut all the.
That's what
emotions
you
out
was
of that.
talking about. The difference of the generations.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
different
yeah,
systems.
yeah.
We ain't had that. We had the one where you had to deal with
You
it.
had to deal with them. Trust me, I did that too. That's a headache. You get burnt out by the end of the day, calling everybody.
Out, yeah, man.
And then it messes with your emotions. You having a good day at 8 a.m., 9 a.m., you
Yeah,
back down,
yeah.
10 a.m. Nah.
And I had the ones who always act like they got amnesia, like Cash. I ain't never said that. Yo, I told you.
Told him.
I don't. You. When did you tell me that? Oh, come on, man. You gonna start all that? You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, you might let them ride because you want to hold them. You know what I'm saying, though? You want to hold them, but
you
his
don't
sister
wanna
right there, you know.
Yeah, you lose them quick.
Yeah.
You say the wrong thing, you lose them
Yeah,
quick.
you want to hold them, man, because
You gotta hold that
you know that's how
in.
you eat, man.
Yeah.
And you can make some bread, and you can not make some bread too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but so all
Had a lot
right.
of people
How many
waste
years
my
you been
time.
open?
I made 2 years as a brick and mortar in May on Juneteenth.
2
so
years.
I opened May 27th. Then Juneteenth, yeah. Juneteenth. I made 2 years officially.
That's what's up, man. I'm about to come up. I know what you. I'm gonna have to give you a drive by and check you out, man.
Check me out. You wanna
Yeah,
come?
yeah.
Come
So you say you how did you run into? I gotta bring this up. X93 Fitness. Shout out to X93 Fitness. You know, I'm one of the original guys there. He's in that neighborhood. So how did you meet Chris over at X93 Fitness?
Chris don't know me because I went in there just seeking out my environment.
Because you was in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm seeking out
Fuck
what's
is this?
going on. Yeah. I'm
You
like,
got the
what's
little
fucking
pictures in
gym
the
here?
front and all that.
Yeah.
Little
Got some
pose
Timbs
in.
on.
Yeah.
And then I got some of his clients.
Yeah.
So some of his clients come train with me.
Right.
Yeah, they like the group fitness. So I'm offering the group fitness. You know, he doing more personal.
Right, because it ain't that big.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but he got
And
more
Anthony.
machines. Yeah.
Big Ant?
I don't know their names. I just go in there.
You
Look
the
at my
dude that's in there
competition.
with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, but people say a lot of good things about him. If you look at his reviews, if you look at my reviews compared to Equinox and New York Sports Club, you know, people feel comfortable sending their wives there. You know, so.
Yeah, Chris is a good dude, and he's business. He's always punctual.
Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about him.
Yeah, he's been consistent for a long time. I know him very well.
Yeah, I seen 15 years plus, right?
Yeah. Like I said, I was from the birth before when we dropped the ceiling and did the whole little transformation. He added some things since I left though, but yeah, we left there, we went there together.
Okay.
You know, we did well, I just got tired of it, man. I don't know why I just got tired of it.
16-hour days, right?
Yeah, and he just wanted to keep going and added a couple people and they kept it going and stuff like that. But so you say your competition. How is it important to check your competition around in the area?
Just like spending a yard, you gotta go see who hit.
Exactly.
Who hit. You know what I'm saying? Who in the building.
Exactly.
See what's going on. Who
You
out
need
here.
to know, man.
Yeah.
You need to know what
New
people
York
doing.
Sport, yeah.
You know, grab a couple of their pamphlets, see what
But
they
there
doing.
ain't really no competition. I'm a holistic coach.
Right.
So it's different. So my approach is different. So if a woman come in and she says she's on her menstrual cycle, we're not gonna do what was on the paper. We're gonna turn this down, we're gonna turn that down,
Yeah.
we're gonna turn this down, and then we're gonna go from there. You know? Like, or you come in, you say, listen, I ain't get no sleep last night. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be like, all right, I'm got you. It's all about staying consistent.
So what's your hours over there?
6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was a long day. That's what I just did. I did like 57 people today. You know, 57 people by myself.
It's a lot.
Doing all right over there, my brother. Doing all right, man.
Tomorrow I
Upper
already.
West Side too?
Yeah.
Numbers is up over there, man. Good neighborhood too. You in a very good neighborhood.
Yeah, also offer
I know it's just tough for
facilitated
parking.
stretching. Huh?
It's tough for parking.
Yeah.
Yeah, parking is hard. That you got to figure that out.
Parking.
You got to figure that out.
You gotta figure it
I'm gonna
out,
tell you
yeah.
what I had. I came up right because one of my clients lived 96 in that tall, well, high
96
rise.
and what?
96 in Columbus.
Columbus.
Right
okay.
there.
Okay.
Boom.
Oh yeah, with the garage.
Correct.
Yeah.
So he don't have a car no more. He said, "Burn." I was like, "What's up?" He said, "You need a parking spot?" I said, "Yeah, man. Where's that?" Because all that, I got a lot of tickets, man, my guy. I mean, I've been tickets like
Tickets,
yo, champ. I got my joints.
You get tickets during prime time.
Yeah,
while
yeah.
you're in the gym.
You're right, you're in the gym.
9, 10 a.m.
Yeah,
so,
man. You ain't got no choice because when you hoping that one of your clients come late. So you can go move your car, but it ain't happening. She's standing like, oh man, she here already.
You see me, it wasn't working.
And when they pay the money they paying, you got to go ahead and do what you do. But he's like, I got a garage spot. I'm like, damn, but how much you want, man? I'm like, I know the garage around they cost $600, stuff like that. He's like, yo, give me $175. I said, what? I said, wait,
That's 2
let
tickets.
me get that.
That's 2 tickets.
All day.
That's 2 tickets,
$175. One time he said, Vern, I
That's
gotta
really
go
like
on you.
one and a half, because tickets is $115.
15, yeah.
But a month, break
break
$175
that down.
Yeah, that's worth it.
weekly.
Yeah.
It's nothing. One time he said, Vern, I gotta go up on you. It's another year. They went up on me. I said, 100. He said, 200. Man, come on, man. We still looking good. But I'm bringing that story up because once he did that, it helped me out a lot because that parking was killing me, man. What about when you can't find a parking spot? I'm parking next to the hydrant because I ain't letting my client be standing there.
Yeah, when I first opened up,
you know what
it
I'm
was
saying?
bad. I used to live in the Heights for a little while. I had my first crib in the Heights, so
Yeah.
I used to have to wake up at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
And I get back at 8. We
Yeah.
didn't get no parking up there, so I used to park at the fire
No parking
hydrant.
down there or
Or
up there.
So I had to park at the had to park at the fire hydrant. Get up before the ticket people come, hope
Yo.
it's on fire, then drive all the
Hey,
way
yo.
down, and then still park at another hydrant.
Hey, yo,
everybody
imagine
sleep.
you go to work, you can't get a parking spot. You go home, you can't get a parking spot.
Yeah.
That's the problem, man.
Crazy.
That's
I've
crazy.
been there, man. That's something else, man.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's something else, man. So, I like your story, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to come by and check the place out.
Yeah, it's a
That's
lot
big,
more, it's
man.
a lot more to it. You asked me about my services
Yeah.
also. So I do. I
Yeah,
have
give me
three,
the
I got
services.
three main services. The individualized group fitness, semi-personal training.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got personal, private, one-on-one sessions, and then I got facilitated stretching. Facilitated stretching is deep. Is where you get stretched from head to toe for 45 minutes, and you gotta be super certified. It's somatic stretching on steroids.
What's the name of the certification?
Somatic stretching.
Okay.
Somatic stretching, and then
What about the boxing and all that?
boxing? Nah, I'm not certified. It's just.
You don't have no, y'all don't do no mitt work or nothing?
Yeah, you can go in the back. My partner, a Golden Glove champion in the back. So you're golden and gold,
Do they like that mitt work too?
Yeah, but
I
until
did that
you
all the
take
time.
I mean, I'm into a little bit more stuff than boxing, though.
Yeah, I know.
Personal level, yeah,
I'm just saying that. So you got a multi-purpose, right?
So with the stretching from head to toe, you do it by yourself or you and your partner stretch them together?
Nah, I do them by myself. Head to toe
No, I'm
myself.
trying to visualize.
Yeah, it's a service that I created. It's something I created with my associate.
Yeah, because I ain't never heard that.
It's like sports medicine. What you see, you see the players on the side of the court getting stretched. But now imagine you working out 4 or 5 times a week. Now you're getting stretched from head to toe. Your thighs might be, certain places you can't stretch on your own. It's definitely getting pushed to its limits.
But you got to understand something too, Doc. Stretching, right? If you're doing it for 45 minutes, it's a long time. You understand? I had a couple clients who just want to get stretched. Lay on the table and get stretched. Man, the amount of money, an hour's an hour. This is what I charge. Just get stretching. That's easy money. But sometimes you run out of stretches after a while.
That's what I'm saying. I got
You understand? I'm serious.
I got 18
45
programs.
minutes of stretching
Yeah.
is a lot of stretching, man.
Yeah.
I got them for a good 25 minutes. Now I got to make up shit.
Nah,
They don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it tall, but I'm making up shit. My man on the sideline laughing. Hey, what you doing? I'm like, man, chill, baby. I got 10 more minutes to go. I done ran out of all the stretches already, man.
Yeah.
So I don't got to see what
You
he's
ain't pull out
talking
the gun?
about.
You ain't pull out the gun?
Yeah, I pull out the gun. No, they didn't have the gun. Wasn't big back then.
Yeah.
The gun wasn't big back then. You know the foam roller?
Yeah,
I might tap on the leg and on my man rolling, right? I'm tapping him on the leg and on the back and then hit the other leg and in the back. That ain't nothing. But it feel good to them.
It feel good, especially you in pain.
You had to make up shit. That's some funny stuff.
I got 18 routines, but I did it serious.
But when you got the gun, that's come on, champ.
Yeah, I got
you could
18
do an hour
routines.
with that alone.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying in general.
In general, though.
In general, yeah. They didn't have that back then, though. I got one in my house, too, but they had that back
guns
then.
is no joke.
They ain't no joke. Nah, hell, they need it.
Hit them pressure points.
They hit it real good, too. Because before that, we was using the ball, the foam roller.
That's a lot of work.
I know sometimes I'm just old school. Yeah. We use our elbow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes dudes use their fist. I mean, that's how you was doing it. But that when they made that gun, that's a beast.
Changed the game, yeah.
Changed the game 100%.
It's more sanitary.
More sanitary and then it's more therapeutic too, you know? Yeah. So, so where you see yourself in 5 years, man?
See myself.
How many locations you got?
I got one, but I see myself basically
expanding.
Yeah, expanding, and also I'm looking for partners right now that want to expand with me. That's why I'm starting the I already got the non-for-profit in the run right now. Fit Body Kids. Where I'm going to be helping, formerly incarcerated individuals like myself become entrepreneurs, whether in fitness or if they just need some of the skills. I got a little 10-week program. I'm going to run each quarter, get the funding from that. So as I open each location, that's going to be the subset of what's going on in the nighttime from like 8 to 10 p.m. Get them Metro cards, get them, little stipends, get them certified.
So are you going to remain hands-on? Or
No,
you going to step back?
I'm gonna step
and
back.
Get other people.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back. That's why but I'm gonna remain.
But after a while, you're gonna get burnt out. You're gonna get tired
days.
of being hands-on.
Yeah, I'm doing 16
I got
hour
burnt
days.
out, man.
Yeah.
Like I got tired of being hands-on.
Yeah.
I was like, and I had all the clients too. I told you from 5 a.m. I came from Hackensack, man. I told Doc the story 100 million times, and then I'm leaving out. I'm going back home to go to get a little something, go to sleep, do it again, like you. But one day, I just got tired of it. No, we got a comment? What would you say?
Y'all could call in also, people, 646
Yeah, we like it better like that.
4264 646 628 4264. He said, ask Danny what daily habits help you maintain a positive mindset while running a business and dealing with multiple personalities.
That's deep.
That's a tough one because it's a lot of things. Like it's all about you when you wake up, how you get out that bed. How you get out that bed. You just gotta center yourself. You gotta take time for yourself, which is hard, like you just said, because now you're gonna crash out.
Yeah, you're gonna crash out,
and not just crash out. Like I'm talking about people getting on your nerves.
Yeah,
like you gotta stop yourself from
other
exploding.
People's stories all day.
Yeah, you like a psychologist at the same
all
time.
day long.
Yeah, so it never ends. So. You gotta have go on little walks.
That's how I got that life coach certificate and all that stuff. Because persons like, yo, why don't you go get your life coach certificate? And then I got a relationship coach. I got that too. I got it in my house in a plaque.
What type of coaches?
Yeah, because they say, because you're already doing that. And I'm like, I said, let me look into that. And I went and got the certification for that. People tell you about their stories all day. Because like he know and I know, when you training somebody or you working somebody out, whatever system you want to call it, you don't just count and all that type of stuff. People start talking about their day or what happened yesterday or their family. I mean, it's all you talk. And sometimes you get tired of that shit. But you can't let them know that.
You can't even deal with your own personal stuff.
Exactly.
And nobody understand that though.
Not all.
Nobody understand that.
No, they can't.
You grow up and it's like you done heard about her husband, her kids.
How much advice you done gave? You didn't even know you was that good, did you?
It's a lot. Especially because I told you I'm doing most of my hours as group. So I'm doing like 12 people at once. You got people fighting for attention.
Right.
It's like,
right, yeah.
So
yeah.
It's a lot.
97th Street.
Yeah, Amsterdam Avenue, 772 Amsterdam Avenue. Pop out.
I know right where you at, man.
Yeah, you should
school right there.
It should be a laundromat.
It's a school right there.
Yeah, across the street.
Across the street.
Yeah, you should be Mrs. Bubbles.
Yeah. And then the high rises right there.
Across the street.
My client Betty used to live right there. 94 years old. Nah, the tennis court is a little further down. A little further down. The school is right there, Ted. Across the street from the high rise, yeah. I know the block 100%. Yeah. Yeah, it's a wide street. Right?
Yeah.
Wide street.
Yeah, definitely
That's
wide
one of the
street.
wide. You know, most streets is narrow. That's a wide street. I know that block 100%. So, damn, interesting. Fit Nation, man.
Fit Body Nation.
Fit Body Nation, man. Fit Body Nation.
Yeah, they can download my app if they want to see. I got an app in the App Store, in the Apple Store.
Yeah.
And Android, you can download the app if you want more information. If you want to sign up, come on by. Take a look at the
Tell them
website.
right there. Tell the viewers, man.
You can download the app in the App Store, Fit Body Nation. You'll see it as soon as you all one word. All one word. You could, they'll put the website and the link. You can come check me out. Come take a trial session. It's nothing free, You can take it from there. Whether you want to do it online, in person, private, group. I like the group because, some people don't want to spend the money.
Mm-hmm.
The group is cheaper.
Cheaper. So it's like, you paying a portion of the price for a portion of my time.
Yeah.
And you make good money the hour though.
Nah, yeah, it's good.
I'd rather do group than private all day.
Yeah, all
sit
day.
there one person at a time.
Yeah.
Hour after hour. But some of my private clients are good. You like them. But,
I get it.
But semi-personal.
Mm-hmm.
You give me $60. You give me $60. You give me $60. Or
Yeah.
you want a membership.
Yeah.
It's like guaranteed. Now, when somebody cancel on you, you still got other people. It's not like
It's a beautiful thing.
yeah. So you keep
And you
the
making
day
it
running.
affordable, but at the same time you still eat pretty good.
Yeah, but it's a lot. What I'm trying to do, it's a lot.
So how's your team, man? You gotta have a team, man. For
I
that.
got that team. Yeah, I got a media
Is your
team.
team reliable?
Social media
They
team.
about
yeah.
their business, man.
Oh, the trainers, yeah. My brother Zoe and Dylan. He's an ex-hockey player. Zoe, he was in Green with me. And I got my brother Stopper. He's coming on down to help out. But they all like invested like me. So it's like if it's a piece of scroll on the floor or a piece of garbage, they gonna pick it up just like me.
Mm-hmm.
And they not trainers, but they trainers. You get what I'm saying? Like we was
Yeah, I
talking
got
about
you.
earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna come down and check you out, man.
Yeah.
Come check
So,
you out.
It's
I
not
just
like
wanna
in that.
see it.
It's not like that environment we was talking about where it's toxic and it's like always that energy.
I got you.
It's like we all helping each other.
I done
with
been
the
to
vision.
1,000 gyms, man. I done been to a lot of gyms, man. I got a history of fitness. You can look when you go. We just follow each other.
Yeah.
Go down.
Yeah.
You gonna be going for a minute too. I done did it all, man. I'm nice with that. A lot of dudes can't mess with me with that. I promise you they can't. I'm nice. I got burnt out, but I'm nice with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
How many
I'm a
certifications
walker.
you say you have?
I got 12.
12. That's good. Yeah.
Got 12. I got mine's in the booklet. Like Ted got them binders upstairs.
Yeah.
I got a binder full of them, man. I went to corporate one time, Equinox.
Yeah.
I think I told Doc the story. And I oversold myself. Dude told me, right, because I said, you know what? I remember going to these little parties where they invited the trainers, and they get me and Chris. We got awards. They gave us little plaques, and they gave us like $1,500, like a little checks and all that for whatever. Cool. And then when these dudes got up there and they told their stories, these corporate dudes, right? They was like, yeah, I started as a trainer, and now I'm working corporate. I'm doing this, I'm making that. I'm like, yo, man. I got interested in doing that one day. I said, so I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna train them out somewhere. I'm gonna leave alone. But to speed up the story, I went to corporate Equinox downtown to get a job, right? I didn't want to be a trainer. I wanted to be in the corporate office. I went up in there, suited and booted, came in there, all my certifications, I'm ready. CPR, everything, whatever.
Everything, yeah.
I'm talking to them. It was a black dude. I'm talking to. And I oversold myself. And dude told me, yo, he said, you interviewed well, but I don't think we can afford how much you want. I said, oh, shit, he's just a bitch. This dude here, man, think I'm going to take his job, yo. That's what it was. Because there was no other black people in there. He was the only black person, man. I said, I know what it is, man. He think if he hired me, because he know I'm qualified for the job. If he hired me, I'm going to outshine him in the joint, because there's no other black people in there.
Did he think right?
Huh?
Did he think right?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I'm going to tell you the truth. I ain't cocky, but I'm telling you the truth. Because I could tell some of the stuff he was telling me, he ain't all that nice with it, but he got the job. When he seen all that, He's like, nah, I ain't letting this dude in. Well-dressed dude, man, bro, know his shit. Got all this stuff. Now he gonna come in here and might take my job. And dude told me, hit me with the story. Nah, we won't think we can afford you, all this type of stuff. And I just gave up on it. And that's when I just said, fuck this shit. I ain't want to do no more training. I did a lot. But back to you, man. We proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I love your story, man. Word. And the reason why I say I'm coming down there, because I want to see it now. You understand? And you checking all the boxes, man. Yeah. You checking all the boxes, man. And this is needed, right? And listen, man, I want y'all to support my man Fit Body Nation right here.
Him.
Please follow him, man. You understand what I'm saying? He's going to take this fitness world to another plateau, man. I done been around for real, and I'm not even trying to make him feel good. Forget about all that. This guy here, he different, man. You different.
You know why I'm different, though?
You different.
You want to know why I'm different?
Why you different, man?
Because God.
See,
God,
come on, man. You
checked
checked another box, man, because we all about God with the beat 139, brother.
It wasn't for him.
Right, 100%. See, I'm glad you closed it out with that, too, because we all about God with the beat 139, man, real talk. Yeah. But I'm trying to tell you,
go follow him, y'all.
You going to take it to another level that they thought that the other, because it's so hard. I'm going to tell you right now. This thing is got a little funny style with it, too, when you start getting on the big side of this, man. Yeah. Franchising, doing your own thing, and taking over. Yeah. Partners. Mm-hmm. A lot of them they don't want, like the record business, they don't want to let us go past that point in the fitness world, too. But this dude here going to be the one to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be the one to do it. I can see it.
Some people, my people, and they got their situation right, like you just said, with the door, closing the door, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to pull up on you. I'm going to come pull up on you. I'm going to show you some love. I'm going to invest, and we can do something on this side. You never see them.
Never see them, right?
Never see them.
Nah.
At all.
Because they not serious.
It's not even that. They don't understand what's going on generationally. It's not even about serious. It's like you blind.
Right.
You're not seeing what's going on. You need me.
Right.
And they need me.
Yeah.
The one that's coming after me.
Yeah,
so
right.
you got to open up big doors.
And coming from where you come from and being through what you've been through and where you at right now, Chad.
I wish I was there when them brownstones was $1.
You know the story. You was young then, but
I think we all.
You know what I'm saying?
We was there, but I think we all.
I was stopping.
I'm mad at y'all.
Yeah, please be mad.
You know?
We gotta be accountable for that. You're supposed to be mad at y'all.
We ain't take advantage of that.
Yeah, you're supposed to be mad.
Yeah,
they got it.
You're supposed to be mad. Yo, we had it easy too, though. We didn't have it. We had it easily and didn't do it.
We had the money. We had the money to
even
get it.
That's when I look in the 80s and I see the pictures and I see a 40 ounce you could have bought a building.
Now you see the $1,400 gaiters on our feet and the $700 belts.
Yeah.
You know that's 4 or 5 brownstones just alone. I mean, spend our money on stupid flyness. It ain't nothing. Ain't nothing to value.
Now it's harder.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna hold accountable for that my side.
Yeah.
Like I told a couple people already that my bad, man. I was living the wrong dream. We could supposed to have plenty of those, man, and we didn't, man.
That's why I don't understand. We need to be trying to get buildings.
Yeah.
That's what type of time. Buildings and fighting over blocks for what? Let's go.
We supposed to have the buildings so when y'all grew up, we could have already
still not too late.
Right into it.
Everybody's still.
Oh yeah,
sleeping.
we working on it. We working on. Yeah. We know it ain't too late. Yeah. But we saying though, what you saying is true though. We know it ain't too late. Yeah. Cause the beat 139, we doing some things over here, man.
I see what y'all got.
We doing some things, man. Believe it. We got some things on the horizon, man. It's gonna be crazy. But I'm gonna tell you right now, though, anybody that I know or come across, I'm definitely gonna send them to you, man.
I appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Cause I still got my hands in that, and I still do a few people here and there because they don't want to leave me. They've been with like 15, long time. These are old clients. Like, all right.
I know you got a Rolodex though.
Yes, I do. Yes, sir. I got a heavy Rolodex.
Send me that book.
Matter of fact, I got a heavy Rolodex, and I got it written down on the paper. I'll send it to you, man.
Yeah, send it to me.
You know what I'm saying, though? You can have it. I sent a couple with Chris before, but I send it to you, though. You know what I'm saying? Because they live there. They in that neighborhood. They not leaving. They own shit down there.
Yeah.
And you can eat. You know what I'm saying? Just hit them up. But before we close the show, right? Tell everybody your social media links, bro.
So Fit Body Nation NYC. You can follow me there. Facebook, Instagram. Definitely go check out the website, fitbodynationnyc.com. And right there, everything is there. Reach out if you got any questions, or if you want to do any collaborations, or you want to set up any corporate events. Me and the trainers come out. We do, we looking to do big things, especially with corporate America, trying to get some big money and get some buildings and change this generational stuff that's going on.
My brother, and before you go, can you tell them what's the #1 show in Harlem?
The #1 show in Harlem, the B139.
B139, y'all know what it is.
Come on, man.
139.
My man Fit Body Nation, man. Great story, great interview. I want y'all to check my brother out. 100%. Stay tuned for the